Hey guys, it's Melanie from melaniekaham.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we're going to be making this adorable sunflower granny square block. I love these because you can just make one at a time if you want. You don't have to commit to like an entire big project. I'm going to be making a pillow, so you can check my blog post, the first link down below, or melaniekaham.com, and you can see all of the details on that or on bigger projects, smaller projects. I'll have all the math worked out for you so that you can make one or you can make 200. Really quick, I want to mention, if you don't know how to join these together, I have a great video, 3 different ways to join your granny squares together, which I will link below or I'll put it above. I love that these are so bright and fun and cheery. It's a really gloomy day here. So let's jump in and make this adorable sunflower granny square block. Okay, so we are going to get started on our granny square block, and you need the coordinating hook size. I am using this yarn from Paintbox, not sponsored. It was just yarn I could get in the colors that I wanted. So I wanted a bright yellow, kind of a more mustard yellow, brown, like a chocolate brown, and a white or a cream. They were out of the cream that I liked, but that's just standard nice bright white. And you want to check the label, and you can pick yarn that's similar to this. If you like different brands, whatever you have on hand, do that. Just follow the hook recommendations that are on the package. So this is a 6mm. You also want a little pair of scissors nearby, and the yarn needle will be for the end when to weave in our tails. Okay, we're going to start with a magic circle or a magic ring, it's often called. And then we need to do 12 half double crochets inside that magic circle. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That is 1 half double crochet. We need a total of 12. And if you're an absolute beginner, this is probably not the project for you. Granny squares are more advanced beginner type of projects because it's crocheting in the round. That's what we're doing here, as opposed to going back and forth like a blanket would be. So I'll have a bunch of links in the description box for absolute beginner crochet projects in case you are wanting to learn how to crochet but you haven't done any crochet yet. This would be better to get a couple of projects under your belt first. So go ahead and do 12 half double crochets. Okay, here's number 12. Again, half double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over all 3 loops. Okay, so now we're going to pull on that free end and tighten everything up. Slip stitch. Now we're going to cut our tail and switch to a different color yarn. You don't need a ton, maybe 3-4 inches, 5 inches, something like that. Pull that through, tighten it down. Okay, so next you'll pick either your bright yellow or your mustard yellow. We're going to alternate them, so either one is fine. And I like to kind of come over here to attach the yarn just to get out of the way from that tail. And my hook's just going to help me pull it through. I'm just going to tie it around one time, like that. Okay, so we've attached our yarn. I'm going to insert my hook and pull up a loop, and now we're going to do like a small puff stitch. So we're just chain 1, just to get that nice and secure. Yarn over, insert the hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all those loops, chain 1. Okay, now that one is a little bit different because we had that initial little chain, so I want it to look uniform. So we just did the chain 1. Now we're going to yarn over, insert it into the next stitch over, yarn over, pull through, and then one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. So we got 5 loops on the hook, yarn over all those loops, chain 1. Okay, so one more time, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, 5 loops, yarn over all of those loops, chain 1. It just kind of locks it into place and gets you into the next spot. So you're going to do this puff stitch in every stitch, going all the way around for a total of 12. So go ahead and do that. All right, we've got 11 puffs. So we're doing our last one. Chain 1, slip stitch it back to the beginning, and trim. Okay, now grab your second color of yellow, whatever variation that is for you. Okay, I'm gonna join on this side now because then as we're going, we'll just kind of weave in that tail as we go. One less tail to weave in at the end. So we're attaching it in between those two puffs. Okay, now we're gonna pull up a loop and we're gonna chain 2. 1, 2. Then we're gonna yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, insert, or pull through just 2 loops. Do that same thing again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 loops. So that's 3 double crochets. That chain 2 counted as a double crochet, or these are partial double crochets, I should say. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. Now we have 4 loops on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over, pull all those together. Creates a fun little kind of petal shape. This is like a 4 double crochet together or a bobble stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to chain a second one just to help us get over to this stitch and be able to get all the way around without it curling up too much. Okay, now we're going to go in the next 2 puff stitches. This one looks a little bit different because this initial chain 2 looks, slightly different. So let's do one that's kind of the typical way. Yarn over, 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, 2 loops. Yarn over, insert, yarn over, 2 loops. And you see there's 3 stitches. We want there to be 4. So we need one more guy. Okay, so now there's 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all of those. Chain 2. And you're going to do that all the way around. You need a total of 12. Make sure you have 11, and then we need our 12th one here. So I'm going to show you one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 more loops. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 more loops. But we need a 4th guy, so one more time, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, 2 loops. Okay, there should be 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all of them. Chain 2, slip stitch it to the top of that first sunflower petal and trim. If your sunflower is curling up a little bit on the edges, that's okay. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fix it once we're all done. We're gonna block it out. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So the next part is making it into our granny square. We gotta make it into a square. Grab your background color, whatever you've chosen for that to be. Mine is white, but this would look stunning as green or blue or cream, whatever suits your fancy. Gonna attach the yarn in the same way we have been. And the first one we're going to do is one of those corners, which is going to be a treble stitch. So we're going to pull up a loop and chain 3. 1, 2, 3, then a treble stitch. So that counts as our first treble stitch. Yarn over 2 times, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops. Then we're going to create that corner, which is chain 2. Then another treble, yarn over 2 times, back into that same spot, 2 loops, 2 loops, 2 loops, and then our last treble to create our first corner. 2, 2, and 2. Now we're going to go right into this next stitch, which is 3 double crochets. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, that's our double crochet. We need 3 of them. This is very similar if you've made granny squares before. This is a very similar method that's used for lots of different styles of granny square. So we have that double crochet set of 3, and now we're going to do another set over here. So 3 double crochet. And now it's time to do another corner because we have 12 petals. So that's how the math works out. So yarn over 2 times into the next stitch for our first treble, and again 2 and 3, chain 2, yarn over 2 times, pull through. This is a treble stitch in the American terminology. I will put a little thing in the description box for the UK terminology. I don't want to say the wrong thing off the top of my head. Okay, and then 2 sets of double crochet, then another corner, 2 sets of double crochet, then our third corner, 2 sets of double crochet, and then we will be done. So go ahead and finish creating our square. So now's the part where you will weave in your tails using a yarn needle. This is a metal one. There's plastic ones, doesn't matter, whatever you have or like to use. And I'm just going to show you one. I'm going to show you how to do the center one because I want you to pull that center so that it's nice and closed. We don't want an opening there. So then we're on the back side of our block. And so we'll weave that in, and we'll weave that one. This one we're going to go across that opening just to make sure that that stays really nice and secure and closed. The rest of them you don't have to be so precise. Then we can trim this one nice and close. And then the rest of these we want to just kind of go underneath, back and forth a few times to weave it in securely. You can see it's kind of curled up, doesn't have a ton of definition. That's totally okay. We are going to block it. So you can see I'm working on these ones. And this is a wool mat that I do my ironing on for sewing. So if you have one of these, great, but you don't need one. You can use like a couple layers of towels or your carpet, put like a towel down on your carpet and use your carpeting. It's just going to get a little bit damp, so that's all you need to account for. So this is just a squirt bottle. It's a fine mist sprayer. I'm going to spray the front. Spray the back. And I like to put these next to each other so that I can make sure that they're the same size. And then I pull out the corners first and kind of pull it and like stretch it and then pin it into place. And it's just going to help kind of relax those fibers and just leave it there to dry. So you can see how much better that one looks already. And it's still a little bit damp. I still need to I'm going to pin it back right now, but you can see how much better that looks already just from a little bit of water and just sort of pulling those fibers out to make your sunflower block. What do you guys think? Not too bad, right? These are so cute. Really quick, about 20 minutes to make one of these, including weaving in your ends. So I love that. You can just sit down every evening and pump a few of these out, and by the end of the week, you'll have enough for a pillow or a bunch of different things you can do with crochet granny squares. I'll have links below on more ideas. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.